Hello guys, I'm here to give my review of Starrcade 1992. This was the second ever Battle Bowl. It was held on December the 28th, 1992 from the Omni in Atlanta, Georgia. There are 9 matches on this card, 4 Battle Bowl matches, 4 non-Battle Bowl matches, and of course the 8-man Battle Bowl Battle Royal. So our first match is Heavy Metal Van Hammer and Dangerous Dan Spivey are taking on Cactus Jack and Johnny B. Bad in a Battle Bowl tag team match. This is a 1-star match, so Hammer and Dan Spivey win and advance to Battle Bowl. So those are there's a quarter Battle Bowl already. Our next match is Dustin Rhodes and Vader are taking on Kensuke, Sasaske, and the Barbarian. An okay match. It's 1.5 stars. Rhodes and Vader win and advance to Battle Bowl. So our next match is Windham and the Great Muta versus Too Cold Scorpio and Flyin Brian Pillman in a Battle Bowl tag match. Good match here. 2 stars. Windham and Muta win and advance to Battle Bowl. Interesting thing about this, Windham and Pillman would actually be partners later on to go after the unified tag titles. So, and here they are facing each other, so that's a very interesting situation. So the final Battle Bowl match is Sting and Dr. Death Steve Williams facing Eric Watts and Jushin Thunder Liger. Oh, Eric Watts, what a waste of time WCW tried with this guy. This was during the Bill Watts era, and Bill Watts was trying to push his son as a wrestler, and Eric Watts just didn't have it. This is a good match. Sting and Dr. Death Steve Williams win and advance to Battle Bowl. So there's your 8 guys in Battle Bowl. Van Hammer, Dan Spivey, Dustin Rhodes, Vader, Windham, Great Muta, Sting, and Dr. Death Steve Williams. Those are your 8 men in Battle Bowl. So now we get to the non-Battle Bowl portion, which if you have the VHS copy, is all that is shown on the VHS copy in its entirety. Because WCW edited out the full Battle Bowl competition part. So, the next match is the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, because WCW had not fully broken away from the NWA yet. They didn't do that till '93, but they kept the NWA Championship and called it the WCW International World Championship when they did. Which was around till '94, then they just made the WCW title. Anyway, it's Masahiro Chono versus the Great Muta in a match that was very interesting because it was the first time 2 Japanese wrestlers had met for the NWA Championship on American soil. In fact, it's the first time Muta and Chono had met on American soil. This is a good match, 2.5 stars. Chono wins with the STF. So another Starrcade and Muta loses again. Not as bad as he did at '89, mind you, but still. But Chono wins, retains the NWA World Championship. Muta would actually win the NWA Championship in January of '93 anyway, from Chono, so. Our next match is the World Heavyweight Championship match. It was supposed to be Ron Simmons versus Ravishing Rick Rude, but Rude had a neck injury and could not compete in this match. Excuse me. So they gave the nod to Dr. Death Steve Williams here. 2-star match originally is ruled a double count out, but Steve Williams comes off the top rope with a knee to Ron Simmons' back, so the referee reverses the decision and disqualifies Dr. Death Steve Williams. Bill Rott's era WCW rules make no sense. Because number 1, the referee was already ruled a double count out. That's very hard to then reverse and make a DQ, logically. And then Williams got disqualified for not for attacking Simmons after the bell, but for jumping off the top rope on him, which was illegal in WCW. Because of the fact Bill Watts made it illegal to do a top rope maneuver. Now I will say this, you're probably going to ask, well, Muta used his moonsault in the NWA Championship match. That is true. But the NWA Championship match was held under NWA rules, which it was not illegal to come off the top rope then. in the NWA rules. It was under WCW rules. So Ron Simmons wins by DQ. 2-star match, though. Next match is the Unified World Tag Team Championship match. This was basically WCW had unified the WCW and NWA World Tag Team Championships in '92. So this is what this title was. And it's Ricky Steamboat and Shane Douglas facing Barry Windham and Flyin Brian Pillman. For Windham and Pillman, both their second match of the night. This is a very good match. It's 3 stars. It's a traditional tag match in essence, but it's really, really good. And also, Bill Watts also didn't have a pad on the floor, so this was a very hard floor because he didn't have a mat down there. But Steamboat and Douglas win and retain the unified tag titles that they would lose to the Hollywood Blondes sometime in '94, sometime in '93. So our next match is the King of Cable Tournament Final. And in case you're wondering what the King of Cable is, I have no idea what this was. I have no idea what this was, or what it meant, or what it was meant to be. I've never known what it is, so I can't give you a history on what the King of Cable was. I do know it was a tournament that took place on TBS. That's about all I know. It was an 8-man tournament that took place on TBS. That's really all I know. The final match of this tournament is between Sting and Vader. One of their first meetings. They would meet again at Starrcade at Super Bowl III in the White Castle of Doom strap match or something like that. Anyway, good match here, 3 stars. Sting wins by catching Vader in a slam as Vader's coming off the second rope and wins the match. Good match here, though. Very good match. 3 stars. It's hard to find someone that Sting had a bad match with. That wasn't until the 90s and 2000s that he had a bad match with people. But good match here, Sting versus Vader. Good match. 3 stars. Sting won. So then we go to our main event, the Battle Bowl 8-man Battle Royal. Traditional Battle Royal rules, over the top rope, both feet touch the floor. And even though I said this once, I'm going to re-say it just for purposes. Your participants are Heavy Metal Van Hammer, Dangerous Dan Spivey, Dustin Rhodes, Vader, Barry Windham, Great Muta, Sting, and Dr. Death Steve Williams. I did not say this for Starrcade 91 because that was 20 men and all that. This is only 8, so it's easier to remember the people. The elimination order is Van Hammer's eliminated first over the top rope to the floor. Dan Spivey goes over the top rope, lands on the entry ramp because there's a ramp that's adjacent to the ring. In fact, it's connected to the ring on one side. He goes to that, and they count him as eliminated. I don't know why, because the entry runway is adjacent to the ring. It'd be impossible if you went out on that side, staring the ramp not to land on it. So anyway, they count that elimination. Sting and Vader go to the ramp way over the top. They're counted as eliminated. And then Dustin Rhodes and Dr. Death are both eliminated. When Dr. Death clotheslines Rhodes over the top, he goes over the top with them, so they're gone. It comes down to Muta and Windham. Windham throws Muta over the top rope, but Muta hangs on, doesn't go to the floor. Skins the cat back up, drop kicks Windham twice, and the second one sends Windham over. Muta wins the Battle Bowl Championship ring. This is a 2-star Battle Royal. It's easier to keep track of the people because there's only 8 guys in it. WCW wanted to make this a yearly thing. In the first 3 Battle Bowls, it was a yearly thing. Battle Bowl did not make another appearance after '93 until 1996. And it was never seen since then. So there were 4 Battle Bowls. It was a unique concept that I give WCW credit for having. But they didn't have the guts to make it a yearly thing. They could have had something here if it was a yearly thing. So, next video in this series is the 1993 review. That'll be uploaded probably tomorrow sometime. So, if you like this video, hit the like button down there, hit the subscribe button down there, and thank you for watching.